And we are back.
For more Batman on Batman action.
On Batman, on Batman, on Batman, on Batman.
All Batman all day. Another test tube. Cool.
So we looked up what test tubes are for, guys.
No definitive answer.
Thanks to IGN.com, it will take test tube. It will take half of Catwoman's life away. It is used automatically when you reach her. Okay.
If we reach her.
I'm gonna assume Catwoman's like the final boss, but then why wouldn't the Penguin be?
Halfway. Penguin's gonna be the final boss.
Why is she on the continue screen even?
You probably unlock her at a certain point because she doesn't appear at the very beginning of the movie. I think that was Selena Kyle, who we just ran into, who's Catwoman's alter ego. But during the movie, she gets thrown off a balcony and she dies and then is reincarnated by a bunch of cats. It's
what?
It's Tim Burton. I don't know.
That's wow. I need to rewatch this movie. All I know about the movie is that the Penguin shows up in like butt flap onesies, like pajamas.
Yeah.
Hi, Catwoman. And
gonna have to
it's
make this one last.
very terrifying. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Burton movies. I prefer the Nolan ones, but I'm glad they exist because if they didn't exist, I wouldn't have got Batman the Animated Series. So yeah,
you gotta give thanks then, I guess.
And they're good. I like the original Batman movie. It's fun.
Well, you're talking about like
the first Tim Burton one.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't like Returns that much. It was a little too Tim Burton.
A little bit too out there for you.
Yeah, a little too 90s Burton. And you either love his style or you're like, yeah, it's okay.
Or you hate his style. That's always an option too.
Yeah, you can hate, but
you shouldn't.
I'd rather be like, nah, I just don't care for it.
Just ask two guys who hate nothing. Yeah. Historically, did that guy just come out of the wall?
Do I hate anything?
No, you don't hate anything. You hate that children. Wow, I can't talk today. Don't jump into the explodey. Don't. Oh my God.
I'd say I hate racists, but other than that, I can't think of anything right now.
These alien racists.
Not even racist. It's just like I would rather them just not be racist. Like, come on, guys.
No.
Just don't be racist.
No.
Let's all be nice to each other.
No.
Let's get in that Christmas spirit. Let's talk about that Christian morality you say you have.
Oh, it's about like hating. I'll stop.
So I did. What was it? I was watching. It was not Chef's Table. It was another chef show. They're like, yeah, man. There's kind of something weird when there's a bunch of Nazis in prison eating tacos.
What?
Like a bunch.
I feel like I'm missing a whole lot of context here.
There's a whole lot of context, but the episode was about Mexico and the show focuses on how different cultures and how food is perceived in other places and whatnot. One episode was based on pizza, one was based on Mexican food, and there was a guy that wrote an entire book on Mexican food. And he said there was at one point he saw a bunch of neo-Nazis in a picture eating a bunch of Del Taco, and he thought it was hilarious that they're appropriating that culture. Not appropriating, but
you're only allowed to eat your own people's culture.
No, they're consuming that food, but yet at the same time they're against anything other than white. It feels like in a lot of ways.
You can't have burgers all the time, man.
You can't. Sometimes you have to have sardines that try and kill you.
Sardines that try and kill you?
Yeah, like that guy.
Is that on the pizza?
No.
Are you talking about the Native American looking guy?
I did have some vegan pizza the other day. It's actually good.
No, no. I found out something I hate now, and it's you now, Sam.
Sorry.
You're not allowed to like vegan pizza.
It wasn't actually that bad. It's cheeseless, so it wasn't.
It's cheese. It's fake cheese and fake bread.
I mean, it still tasted good.
Right? Isn't that what it is?
No, the bread for vegan, because my brother actually just recently, a year ago, became vegan.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a talk with him. I'm gonna be like, hey, understand me some things here, because how do you even make fake cheese?
So one of the ways that they end up doing it, because I asked him because I was genuinely curious, he said one of the better versions of fake cheese and fake milk is actually cashew.
Yeah.
Because almonds aren't exactly great for the environment because of how much water they use.
Oh, geez, yeah.
That's more so one of his things. It was more the morality of everything. He's like, man, beef costs a lot of water, and I'm okay without it. I'm good.
Is he gonna eat bugs? Because bugs are technically gonna be where we're getting all our protein in 20 years.
I mean, maybe.
Because they're cheap and easy and plentiful, and they can be ground up to make a lot of protein stuff.
A lot of cultures eat bugs. So.
I know. I'm just saying, if he wants to go that far, there's a lot further you could keep going.
Well, I mean, vegetarian, like going vegan doesn't seem as too impossible now. It's a bit more expensive, unfortunately, to do it.
Do vegans would also be against eating bugs, huh? Wouldn't they?
I think so, yeah, I guess.
Because it's a living thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they would, huh? I guess sentience doesn't matter. Or not sentience, but like, autonomy?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what word I'm looking for here. Whoa!
He mostly focuses on like stuff like tofu and
tofu is delicious,
different vegetables and stuff of that nature. So
tofu, when it's not pretending to be anything else, it's just tofu. It's like, oh, this is amazing. I love tofu.
I think the only reason I couldn't go vegan, or not couldn't. I mean, I could go vegan if I wanted.
You can't. No,
I would miss cheese, and I would miss
milk and baked products that include egg and.
Yeah, there is some of that, but I mean, some of the stuff you were showing me, I'm like, nah, I could be down for that.
This looks impossible to get through. Why?
Because I don't really eat that many, like.
Jesus, dude. Is this the lava level of Batman?
And that's game over.
Wow.
That was everything. I guess I got to start over from the beginning. Here we go again.
That sucks.
That does suck.
I couldn't.
I think I could go vegan because a bunch of the stuff that he cooks, it's not too far away from my current palate anyways.
Yeah.
Because the only meat I really eat is chicken and turkey, and
That's not just meat though. It's milk.
I know it's milk and stuff, but I really don't have milk that much,
and evidently almonds now because of the water consumption required.
I've never liked almonds. I've always thought almonds are gross, so I was like, I'm down for that.
Almonds are delicious.
I pretty much don't eat red meat at all anymore. Like, I'm not opposed to eating red meat, but for the most part, I don't really eat it at all.
See, that just means there's more for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
I could see myself going vegan. I don't have the same moral hang-ups he does.
You just think like a health aspect of it?
Health aspect of it, yeah. But I've always liked vegan food. I haven't had a problem with it. They've gotten better about making versions of food that feels like the same type of stuff. He says apparently in LA the vegan food is really bomb. Like they do a really good job.
I would hope so, but it's not feasible for like 99% of anything else.
I mean, he's not trying to oppose his views on it.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, man,
agree.
you'd have to be very, set up to be a vegan and, be healthy.
Well, it's one of those things that Anthony Bourdain talked about a long time ago as well on his show, Parts of Nowhere.
Parts Unknown?
Parts Unknown, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, which the last season just came out, I think, on Netflix.
Yeah, where he talked
maybe
about
not Netflix, I don't know
very same
what it
is.
is.
Like, he's like, veganism's fine, but you also have to remember that when you come to other cultures and other places that you have to be willing to, drop that because not everyone is as fortunate in the world to be able to do that.
It's the eating bugs thing, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
I could not do that. But then, if you're going there and you're being someone's guest and you're going to their place and that's what they have to serve and they're a lot less, able to, just have meat and shit like we do. Like, go to 7-Eleven and just be like, yeah, just give me all of the meat. And, we're talking about, that... It's not feasible for a lot of people.
No, it's not. But living off just almost purely vegetables and tofu, I could see that because I pretty much only have chicken, and tofu and chicken aren't that different if you cook it in the right way. There's a differentness in texture a little bit, but in terms of protein and whatnot, it's not too out of the ordinary.
But think about all the chickens now that'll take over the world.
I do hate chickens.
Dude.
I don't.
You gotta think of it
I don't hate chickens.
If we don't eat and put them down, they will take over the world. Was Satan just poking that woman?
I think so.
That's what's gonna happen, Sam. We need to keep eating them. Every one of our vegan people are like, this guy's serious and I hate him. I'm like, no, I'm not, guys.
Actually serious.
I understand, yeah. I'm totally down for the point of we should treat our animals better and our
yeah,
wildlife.
I mean,
and we've talked about this before. Obviously, it's way better to treat your food better. It is still food.
Yeah, I
will disagree with the fact that it's not food. It's it is. Sorry.
For a lot of some people, the moral hang-up, there is no humane way of treating it. But I mean, animals kill animals. That's just kind of part of nature.
Yeah.
So that's more so where my system of belief comes from. I have nothing against people that are vegan. I support you. That's cool. You want to be vegan? That's awesome.
I support you slightly because your vegan cookies are actually kind of good.
That's more so what it is. Like, vegan food has gotten a lot better in the last, like, 10 years.
Yeah, but is it natural? Like,
yeah, it's all plant-based.
Yeah, but no, I understand that. But I mean, like, didn't a whole lot of science and, like, laboratory stuff have to go into that? Not saying that non-vegan shit didn't have that, but, like...
I don't think so.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure, like, most of, like, the vegan lifestyle and stuff, that is all just, it's natural, organic stuff is part of it, too. But, I mean, that's also...
How do you get, like, almonds into...
into milk?
Not milk, but how do you get almonds into, like cheese? How do you turn almonds into cheese? I don't understand
so
that
it's the same
process.
way of once you make it into milk, you ferment it from that after.
How do you make it into milk then?
My brother actually explained it to me.
And will it be able to ferment?
So what you have to do with
almonds, I guess they could, huh?
What you have to do with it
you can get like
is
wheat and stuff to ferment. So
you have to soak it in something, and then over a long period of time, similar I think the way like it happens with.
That sounds really weird.
You have to like soak it in something, and eventually like the juices or whatever, and you like squeeze out the. I don't know. The way I liked his explanation. Like, yeah, man. As soon as you think of cows and like cheese and like eggs is like cow jizz and chicken jizz, you know.
None of it is jizz though. It's literally milk.
I know.
But yeah, it is the weird concept. Like, let me just like suck on this thing's nipples and see what comes out and gain sustenance. It is weird in the aspect of like we're doing it to another animal and like humans do it to humans, obviously, because like so you breastfeed. But it's really weird that somebody else is like, hey, I'm not a baby, but let me try that. You know? Yeah, it's a very foreign, weird concept. But to get milk from an almond is just a little different. I think my actual main qualm with it is almond milk has like no fucking protein.
Yeah.
Why?
But there's different kinds. Like soy milk is apparent. Like there's soy milk. There's a lot of...
I know. I used to drink soy and almond milk with my coffee instead of regular milk for a while.
A lot of it too is my brother is part lactose intolerant. Like he's not full lactose.
Yeah. Well, Mike's brother's the same way.
Yeah. So he's part. I think a lot of that too is just like, man, there's dairy products in everything. So it's helped his like digestive system be way more on point.
Yeah, it's making you healthier. Cool.
Oh yeah, he's lost a ton of weight. He's super fit now.
Are you saying it helped him lose weight, or are you saying it just made him healthier?
Oh, it did help him lose weight for sure, because he was eating very unhealthy for a long time. It's not.
Because I've met some fat vegans.
It's not my younger brother. No, he does yoga classes as well now too.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's very LA. Once he moved there, he became very LA.
I bet he's like super flexible. I bet he can do like downward facing dog Batman.
He might be, but his thing was, man, yoga's great. Hot girls, spandex, I don't care, it's great. Keeps me in great shape.
All I can think about in my mind is like hot girls, and then like the camera pans down to him and he's wearing like spandex, like yoga pants, like spandex. Like
I think he just wears basketball shorts, honestly.
I mean, I've got nothing against it.
No, I've tried yoga a couple times. I think if I took a class, I'd be more into it.
But back when I pinched a nerve, I spent a lot of time trying to do like meditation, like actually like sitting on the like trying to like focus on the pain and then like where it is and kind of like trying to like stretch it out slowly for over the course of like 30 minutes in the morning, like just lay on the ground in the living room, just be like, all right, come on, like slowly move and stretch it out type of deal. So like I'm not against it at all. Like
I actually
if he's being healthy, hell yeah.
I actually just recently picked up meditation again. I've done it a couple times in the past, but never super seriously.
I bet Batman does a lot of meditating.
Probably.
I bet he's not like in his back cave.
Not like a Buddhist monk in yoga, but I picked up an audiobook.
He's all, Om.
Yeah. It's a very interesting book. It's by the guy that made Headspace,
Alfred,
which is
give me my black tea.
Yeah, which is a meditation app. And he goes, and unfortunately for meditation, everyone's like, hey, it's just people in orange robes chanting and hitting little drums, but meditation is actually more...
Oh, you're talking about like the...
It's very stereotyped.
No, I was talking about the Tibetan monk style?
Yeah, like Tibetan monks.
Yeah.
And this guy actually trained as a Tibetan monk and stuff of that, but his whole thing is he wants to kind of bring it more to the masses and make it more acceptable, which is funny because there's a thing called mindfulness now, which is used by mindfulness.
Oh, mindfulness? Okay.
Yeah. We learned about it we learned about as teachers because it's something that we try and employ.
Trying to be mindful.
Just trying to be mindful of, other people and whatnot.
Is it like a legitimate thing, or is it like something called mindfulness, or is it just being mindful?
It's a little legitimate thing called mindfulness because when they tried to introduce meditation and all that stuff here into the Western for doctor, just physical therapy and other things like that.
Alternate forms
of
pain relief and
alternate forms of pain relief and just
psychological.
Yeah, just psychological and spiritual stuff. Yeah, they were basically laughed out of the hospitals.
Oh yeah, because anything that's not drugs is not allowed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they had to call it mindfulness. They had to rename it because apparently other forms of healing don't count. Yes, it's not going to cure your cancer. Don't let Steve Jobs fool you. But it can help you deal with.
I don't know, man. If you just tell yourself you don't have cancer, it'll probably go away. Thoughts and prayers, y'all. Thoughts and prayers.
But yeah, it's been interesting to listen. I also listened to a book by, who was it?
Batman?
Not Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman. If you guys have ever seen Get Smart, the one with Steve Carell, Alan Arkin. I listened to one about Alan Arkin and his memoir. That was really interesting. It talked about how his journeys of meditation and things of that nature.
Huh. You know what? I bet Batman's a super cool meditator.
He probably is a meditator.
He's a meditator.
Hangs out under them.
Wasn't that actually a scene in Batman Begins?
Yes.
Didn't he do something like ice baths or something like that?
I don't know if he did ice baths, but he definitely did some. It's too bad. It's a good movie.
I know it wrecks you every time I say it.
It doesn't wreck me. I've gotten to the point in my life where I don't care if other people like other things. As long as you
hate it.
As long as you're not hating on other people's things that they like, unless it's Twilight, then that's acceptable.
Or veganism.
Or veganism. But yeah.
Again, punching low there, boys. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. Just don't actually care.
I don't care about it.
I'm more so, I developed the Ryan Davis philosophy, formerly of Giant Bomb. Just don't be a dick and like what you like. Who cares what other people like? As long as you're not hurting anybody, it's all good.
Yeah, that's Batman's motto. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Like what you like.
Ooh. Is there another one?
I don't know. One more stilt man?
It's gotten way better at this game in the short time I've been playing it. I'll say that.
Yeah, really have.
I mean, I still keep dying, but...
But I mean, I think you're understanding the mechanics of, how they attack and stuff. You're gonna die.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he still hurts you even when you're blocking. Just a little bit still.
But I got 3 lives.
Yeah. Let's go until this life is over then. And then we'll be like, wow.
Get out. Oh, God.
Oof. I really like the idea of, shock punchers. Oh, God damn.
Vega from Street Fighter.
He's super strong, man. I bet he's a vegan.
Cheating clown.
Get him. I bet he does yoga, too. Look at all that ambidextrousness.
Yeah.
That's, totally not the same as dexterity, and it was not what I intended to say. I totally meant to say ambidextrousness.
And so ended Batman's Christmas.
Goodbye, Batman. And
Jingle bells, Catwoman. Batman smells. Joker's probably gotten away by now.
He has. Is Joker even in this?
No, I don't. He's not. He's dead by this movie.
Wait, he's dead?
Yeah, he died in the first Batman movie.
What?
Yeah, Batman lets him fall off a giant building.
What?
Yeah, Batman kills people in the Tim Burton movies. He throws a grenade into a hole with a Batman villain. He's just like, Chuck.
You know what? Guys, we're going to watch this Batman movie after this episode sometime. I need to brush up on my Batmaning. And also probably some veganism topics.
Yeah. Well, Happy New Year, Couchlings.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Beep, bop, boop.
I don't know why it's so green. Maybe it was too black and they had to change it.
It was probably because Catwoman's black suit couldn't be shown well on a black background.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, well,
how
do we make it look dark, but, night also? It's like, well, we can't make it blue because her suit is kind of blue with a lighter spot, so we need to make it green.
Very messed up.